as we see Trooper dancing around his screen. They're waiting in. We do have MIA into the lobby as he is all set up and enjoying what he's using. And right into the champion select as you guys were waiting.
Will they ban Leona Jungle?
Oh, my Lord. It'll definitely draw one. No. Zed and Nidalee coming out. He said both of those guys. They
and
sit
Jace,
on the
there we
bench
go.
this game.
All three.
So what will they decide to continue to go with here? That's a 1-2-3 ban. It's going to be up now to
That's the
Nick
drawback of using that style. I mean, I really like that style of having a condensed champion pool that you concentrate on and learn all the matchups.
Right.
But it opens you up to being banned out like this. And
bans.
look, again, a Fizz ban. Even though he didn't perform that well in the LCS, they know he's really strong on that champion. They don't want to give it to him.
So Fizz, Twisted Fate, and coL, the last three bans coming in. We said we'd probably see the coL and the Nidalee, the Zed and the Jace, and the Fizz. Kind of not a surprise on the Fizz, but the other ones. That Zed getting out.
And since Zion's in that unfamiliar role of the mid lane, it's easy to ban him out as well. So it's too bad. But everybody knows that Twisted Fate is one of those mid laners that he does play. He doesn't play too many of them besides his top lane champions. But that's a really good ban against him. They did their research. That's one of his favorites for mid.
There you go.
The Leona Jungle.
There you go.
They didn't ban it out.
They don't
Here
have a. Yeah. Well, they do have Xin. So
you know
Xin
what?
Zhao, so yeah.
This could be a. Nah, it's not gonna be a troll. he'll jungle it. It could be a support, I was gonna say, but nah.
So Trooper throwing down the Vi. So we don't see a Jarvan at all this game. Quite interesting.
Not
even
yet.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
You always gotta leave.
You know
you
what?
always gotta leave that
There
window
are 4
open.
spots open. You are completely correct.
We've seen
so
the
right.
Suche Vi mid could even be on that side.
Oh
Heck,
man!
Hotshot jungled a Taric in our Riot versus
Don't
Pros
remind
game.
me of that.
I remember that
I
at
had
DreamHack.
like 14 CS, and the only kill I was about to get, somebody killed him before my arrow passed through. And
it was pretty epic jungle Taric, I have to say. He stole Baron.
We never should have gave you guys 5 supports.
No, that was a misstep.
Looks like they pick up the AD carry on that last one. Oh my! What? Whoa!
Interesting.
Awesome.
All the intrigue.
I
So we
love
have
this.
Lee Sin. A lot of people have been down on Lee Sin since those last nerfs. I mean, even Diamond Prox, who everyone looks up to as the god of Lee Sin, has said that he's probably not going to play him much until he gets another tweak.
Well, we even saw Chouster on him and then switch to Mundo.
Yeah, I mean, after
he felt it.
They failed with him, so they were like, oh, we got to change something up. But yeah, I mean, even Diamond Prox kind of didn't really feel him anymore. So it'll be interesting to see how GGU can make use of this, because we have a lot of people here that could be. See, it's not going to be a jungle Leona. I really want it to be, but we could be like, oh, it's going to be a support Lee Sin, because we actually have seen that a lot in high elo play in North America. It's just people getting bored in their support roles, but this is probably not going to be that.
And a Malphite coming in. So we do have the Taric and the Ezreal versus a possible Twitch and Leona, because it wouldn't really go anywhere else.
Possible.
Yeah, we say that now. Indeed. They have a minute here as they swap around. I was thinking that could be a Lee Sin in the middle. And yeah, Fat. It looks like Fat for the first time. Coming into our final game of the day here. We're going to have these two guys looking for a win. Could be Complexities first. Good Game University looking for a second win to come out here. Still with Fat on the team. Let's see if they can produce that.
The name of the game is going to be Catch That Rat, because really that's the main DPS source on the team. They can ignore all these bruisers, dive onto Don't Mash Me. As soon as they get him killed, they'll feel fine. They've got the Shen ultimate, and Ezreal is such a mobile AD carry that they should be okay just focusing and just tunnel visioning even on Don't Mash Me.
The teams facing each other as they're about to match off on Summoner's Rift. We are into the Rift now, our 4th game of the day here in Week 3. Hopefully ended off with a good one. GGU looking for a win versus Complexity, who is also looking for a win, but they're first.
Yep. I mean, the only thing, I'm trying to think of ways for Don't Mash Me to be okay, and now I'm like, okay, so Xin can knock back, and also Lee Sin can kick people back. They have to time those perfectly, though, to be able to defend him. This is going to be a fun game to watch, because the fights are going to be all out.
Looks like they're pressuring a little for the top side here to get that Wraith ward in, and they've actually warded their own red already, Kobe. So it looks like they are anticipating that, and they're going to put themselves in an advantageous position here for a kill, waiting off in the fog.
I like how Don't Mash Me paces back and forth, too.
Oh, he's charging. He's charging.
Here comes. It's going to be blank. Oh, they don't go in too quick. There's Tarek.
Oh, will he be able to get it? Mashmi goes down. He's stunned. They can still hear it hitting. They top through him. He has to cleanse and flash on the bottom lane. Just became so scary for GGU.
That's too important. Very, very important summoners.
Just kind of.
Just a little bit, yeah, just a little bit. I mean, he still has invisibility, so they're going to have to do a really good job warding for him. If they get early vision and another stun catches Bloodwater.
Oh, so his support now is even flashed out. That is ridiculous for the bottom lane. They have a defensive summoner spell to start the game.
To say that we are expecting ganks bottom lane now is kind of obvious, but yeah, both of them having their flashes down means that they are going to have to ward like crazy and just keep their eyes peeled on the mini-map because any threat will be able to take them out. They have no defensive summoners left.
I like what they did, and I see why they're doing it. But it would be really cool in this fact that they're swapping the lanes. It makes it easier now for Nick Wu to just go against that. He knows he's super safe, but why don't they super pressure it with just the AD carrying the support already?
Okay, so Shen is actually really good at setting up lane ganks even. So even if they do ward really well for this bottom lane, Shen can get off a good taunt, and Vi can Vault Breaker right over there. So they have to be pretty careful.
All right, we'll have to see. By that 3 minutes, the flashes will be close to coming back up. So we'll have to see how quickly Loudamortis makes his way down there. A good matchup here. Zion Spartan taking a good amount of health off of Trooper in mid. Trooper's not running the flask. He actually went with both health and mana potions. And with Loudamortis trying to activate those early ganks, Bloodwater goes for a deep ward to prevent any of that.
Yeah, I mean, they do get seen out there. Lee Sin was really popular mid lane. He's going for those counter jungling on the... Are they going to get him?
Yeah, this is what Xin does perfectly. He sees him there. The dash, and look at the burst damage coming in from each Talon strike. Zion Spartan goes in for first blood. A beautiful resonating strike.
I was just going to say, Lee Sin was super popularized by Froggen, who always hits his Qs when you really need to. And right there, Zion, perfect first blood. They are also rewarded with a blue steal.
If you look back at each game this week that Complexity has had, every game is giving Loudamortis, every team I should say, Loudamortis, such a hard time finding him in his own jungle.
Yeah, how many times did we say early aggression from these junglers is going to be key? And there it is, you can see jungler on jungler action. Now Nick Wu has to run away, they ignite him.
Oh, going in for the dash. There's Loudamortis to stop this one as the cooldown on death not that high. They have wasted some summoners there, but look at this. GGU like Team Solo mid in week 2, just behind the turret very early.
Yeah, great job there. And they are pressuring this turret. They want to get it down as quickly as possible, get that global gold, because look at the top lane. They're also pressuring it extremely hard. Fat's having a hard time up there.
It looks like Trooper getting caught out once again in middle. He may have the mana to shard out of this one. And it looks like they destroy the bottom turret. Another 4-minute turret coming in for LCS week 3.
Yep, so that top one's going to get hurt a lot too, and they actually get tower aggro, so Fat's going to be able to defend it for another wave.
He's so low on mana though. Can he afford another rupture? They are close to doing this. Very TSM Plus-esque play by both teams here, just in the fact of pressure on these turrets, but they won't really activate too much off of it. A good dodge there, Brunchu playing careful, wasting the ignite from Fat there, but Zion Spartan coming in. Oh, he hits the Q again! Oh my gosh, the second kill coming in for Zion Spartan. Will he decide to go in? They are going to get a third kill out of this. There's the flash on the attack, and GGU is on a very good start.
Zion threading the needle right there. 2 sniper shots. Loudamortis charging up the Vault Breaker, but he does not want a piece of Nintendo because he has teammates and Loudamortis does not.
Holy moly. They are just going super aggressive and really synergizing with that Xin Zhao in the early game. Loudamortis just forced to watch his turret go down. They dropped the first one at 4. Can they drop the first one 1 minute later? They are waiting. Vi's trying to do some AoE clear here, and it looks like they're going to push it for now. They may not be able to take it just yet.
All right, so she's going to be able to save that top turret for a little bit more, which is really key for them. Zion on such a roll right now with the roaming Lee Sin. You saw he had that very early ward that he was able to jump to.
Top and bottom lanes just absolutely Zion Spartans right now. And he wastes an ignite there too. Just great overall play so far by these guys.
That was a really good job because he didn't use much right there. And Trooper, no ignite. As soon as he hits level 6, he's going to wish he had that for his combo.
Looks like Nintendo Dex won't go for any quick aggression on him. doesn't want a chance losing the blue buffer. Actually, he doesn't want to turn him away because here comes Bloodwater in range of that Zenith Blade. He's not 6 yet, forced to flash. He is not close to 6, so he's not going to get unstoppable force here. And unfortunately, he is going to go down. No, there's the heal. He doesn't. MIA with the beautiful save from the right side. They turn this puppy around, and Bloodwater finds himself in a bad spot. The low mana, however, he feels he can still go in with his health. And here's Mashmi to help them out. They stave off both of those. Nintendude actually going down, however.
Oh my goodness, they were stabbing that rock forever and not able to break it.
And we see Loudamortis here coming in from the
Fat
back
in trouble
side.
again. No wards?
No wards, no turret. It's going to be a 2v1 here. Loudamortis coming in. If they can get that red buff proc, he is not going anywhere. There's a really nice rupture. He's going to be forced to use the flash if he has it. He looks to get to the Tribush wall. There it is, but Loudamortis will chase. The red buff still ticking. And here comes Zion Spartan to save. He can definitely kick one of these guys away. Oh, there's the Loudamortis. He takes him out. Nick Wu gets the taunt. Unstoppable Force is forced to be used for that kill. And Zion Spartan may be able to just trick his way out of this one.
Yeah, nice juke right there. And he was able to pick up the kill. At least they got the Malphite ult out of that for the death. I mean, I thought Fat was going to go down for free, but they get a kill and they get the Malphite ult.
But Zion Spartan is helping to make the best out of any bad situation that they have. Chuber, Zion Spartan on his tail. He picked up the red buff from the last takedown, so he's going to be able to utilize that here in this engagement. It's just going to be too much crowd control, and it looks like Chuber could go down here. Again, he lives with a sliver of health. Once again, coL MIA coming in from the side. They turn it around for a kill. It was Nintendude X that went down first here in this one last time. Brunchu trying to get in. Mashmi on the outside, and they refocus perfectly, Kobe, right onto GGU, and they are forced out of the jungle. Lessons that definitely need to be learned, especially in the mid game. That's sometimes the hardest for people to counteract, is when something is happening during the game. And here we go, a few initiation misses there. They get on the right side though, a beautiful ultimate from Chuper. Mashmi's a big focus here, and the health bars are dropping for Complexity now as they go 1 for 1 if MIA drops in this. There he goes. It's going to be a 3 for 2 though. No, Fat coming in, and it looks like they could chomp down. They do. Vi gets hit up quite hard. Chuper is going to be the next to follow. Nick Wu is trying to do what he can to stave off a bit more damage. It looks like he will be able to walk out if he can dodge the next rupture or crowd control. No, Nintendude X cuts off his exit. They're going to pop him up. The crowd control is just too much. They are beautifully stacking that consecutively, one on the other, and making sure not to waste them.
That was a great fight for GGU. Even though they were able to execute that combo of the Vault Breaker and the Unstoppable Force I was talking about right on Twitch, get him down very early, Brunchu stayed bottom, so he never entered the fight. They had to use the Shen ultimate also, but it was still 5 versus 4. They're able to come out ahead, and they can just trade that tower that they gave up bottom for this middle turret.
And that is going to be tough for them. Looks like GGU now, as they did, clear out their jungle. The dragon is up.
Shen ult is up too. Here we go.
Grab this. Shen is in the top lane. There it is, going on to Chuper, but Chuper doesn't have anything to Unstoppable Force here. They all spread perfectly, but GGU may have outpositioned themselves trying to spread out from that Unstoppable Force. Their health bars are completely dropping. A beautiful job, Brunch on the outside, just completely squishing them down. The team finishing off the kills, and Complexity fights that one beautifully.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely the plan all along. You can tell he's just saving that combo for when Twitch comes out. As soon as he comes out, just blow him up right there. The dive comp easily taking out this 4 bruiser plus Twitch.
No vision there. What is going on with GGU right now?
They've just killed that last ward in the little bit of brush, so they're aware that Complexity in the area. They can't see the life of Baron, and it looks like they don't even have to face check it. They'll be okay for another 30-40 seconds till this top turret goes down.
I really like this. They started to do Baron. They said top is pushing. They'll probably be halfway through the jungle. They won't have any way to protect this top turret. Great mind games by Complexity.
Yeah, all they really have to do is stick as 5. If Complexity are roaming as 5 and they go and take these objectives, they force GGU to react to them on the map, and they're just going to play right into Complexity's hands. You can see them right now waiting behind these trees. Who will be the first to face check?
That fog of war cover, just trying to play some games right now.
Here it comes.
See it. They can't see him. Nintendude. Oh, it's going to be the Dazzle in. He is going to get crowd controlled down to death. Fat gets it next. He actually takes the Assault and Battery, and they're going to completely dive onto Don't Mash Me. Chuper quite hurt. He goes down to Mash Me. The cleanse is off. He's not kiting enough, though. Good damage coming in. He's kiting just enough, though, and they are able to take down the kill there. Loudamortis and Brunchy on the outside of this, and GGU says, let's push with them behind us.
overconfident. That's what happens when you don't use it on the Twitch. They weren't able to take out the Twitch early, and another fight breaks out.
Oh, it looks like Fat, he does not have his feast up, so he's only going to be able to put out the DPS from the auto attacks here and a few abilities, but the rest of the team comes in to help clean it out, and Complexity finds himself standing on some wards that are going to cost them their life. A flash from the extended fight now on Lauda Mortis. Zion Spartan beautifully hitting Qs all game. The Rupture to finish it off, and an extended ace coming in.
See, everyone was so confident. I was really confident in their team fighting ability too.
Oh dear.
But they weren't able to blow up that Twitch, and GGU just played that really well. They didn't make any stupid mistakes. They didn't rush into the blind Baron. They haven't given up. Look at the lifesteal on Zion Spartan. He's able to tank this Baron for the rest of the team, so they're rushing it down.
Oh, that does not have, it has a lot of health, I mean to say. They don't have much health. Unstoppable Force is going to be down, but Trooper wants to go in with Shen right here. This is not going to be good for GGU. They're going to be tanking this Baron unless coL tries to get in close on it, and the Baron is pretty much wiping them out right now. It has gone over to GGU, but they lose most of their members in the attempt.
So at least they had intended over there to grab that Baron. So they won't know, but they are ready to fight as well. Don't mash me very far out of position right now, and Complexity pushing very strong towards this middle turret.
Well, if they keep all vision onto Complexity, then he can push as much as he wants. He's definitely going to grab this top turret. His wave is right up there, and there's the initiation from Trooper going in. The rest of the team, a great True Shot barrage, but it didn't seem to do too much. Can Zion Spartan make it out with the shield and Ignite tick on? He does. Bloodwater taking one last Mystic Shot. Brunch can't get in range there, but it looks like they will be able to grab this turret. Mashme is actually backing top lane instead of taking the turret to help his team here.
They already used the Unstoppable Force. That's one part of the combo gone for Complexity right now. It's going to return to a 5-on-5, but a huge tool is down for them.
Only lost with Twitch a handful of times in both competitive play and solo queue. So right now, he is fully in his comfort zone, probably sitting on a throne.
Can they burn this Baron down quick enough? They have great percentage damage, but it doesn't look like Twitch is going to be able to get there first. He's going to be the first arrival, and he has to be careful. Shen uses his ultimate. This is going to be a Baroned up team that they're going in to fight.
Oh man, here's Complexity. They have grabbed an edge in this game, a 3,000 gold lead as they enter the fight. How is it going to happen? Where is Don't Mash Me? And it looks like he's back. They're doing so much damage, it gets taken out by True Shot Barrage. The damage is not going to be there. Zion Spartan forced out defensively. Safeguards over to the blue buff. And it looks like, or he cues over the blue buff, I should say, and it looks like they're going to be able to pick up the double kill for Brunch. He's completely out of mana, but they are on a full force push down middle.
Great job by Lauda Mortis. He went so deep with that Vault Breaker and ultimate combo that he was off the screen with Don't Mash Me. Nice job to follow up with that Unstoppable Force. They executed the combo perfectly this time, so they don't have another fiasco, and they are going to get the inhibitor.
This is 25 seconds. That bottom lane is still super pushed from what Nick Wu was doing earlier, and these guys are completely setting themselves up for victory, possibly their first one. It's going to be Bloodwater, Zion, and Fat trying to push him back here. A 4v3 under the turret, and that turret is going to act as just what they needed to stop it. All the distraction. Gentleman Cho'Gath being a gentleman, trying to throw out some ruptures and just give some friendly hugs. This coL, just Complexity sitting on the outside of this turret. It's just really going to be a stall right now. They're waiting for Shen.
They really don't want to dive in because they were confident, like I was last time in the mid game of their team fight, and they actually lost it when they weren't able to execute that Twitch. So they don't want that to happen again. They're going to take it slow here. They don't have to rush, and they want to just execute this Shen split push pretty easily. Someone's going to have to go up there to defend him.
Have to. You have super minions coming in on mid. Oh, Brunch, you getting caught up in a rupture. Why do they not choose to go in on this? A great dazzle there actually stopped Fat from throwing out the scream, so nobody was silenced. I think that actually stopped all of it. Great dazzle by MIA. They keep themselves safe here. That top lane now has to pull Zion Spartan in.
It's a good job to send Zion up there because, like we saw last time, if Zion actually saves his kick, he'll be able to interrupt the ultimate. He just has to not blow that too early.
One more time. If they can get back in there. You see the poke coming from Brunch. There's the rupture again, but nothing coming from it. Fat's actually just kind of blowing his mana bar out here. He's got enough for a few more of those ruptures, obviously, at this point. But they got to be careful because, like we said, these fights are going to go on and on and on. They need to be careful of the health. Good damage coming in. Still more siege. Shen in the top lane. They cannot do much here. It's Zion Spartan is actually just farming mid right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're slowly poking down this turret. One more. Every time he shoots off... Oh, there's the engage.
The initiation coming out. The Solar Flare on the True Shot Barrage, hitting a good amount and doing the damage as here comes Shen. coming into the fight onto Mortis. We're going to see if this works for them. Bloodwater taking a bit of damage. It could be a final push for Complexity here. Nintendude is the focus for them, but the health bars have kind of stopped moving. Brunch is really losing a bit here as they were tanking the turret. They find the repositioning. No, it's going to be Zion Spartan and Nintendude kind of turning this one around. They stood in the turret for a bit too long, and it looks like it may leave GGU with enough up to just defend the base long enough, and they could get a kill here. 2 turret shots coming out on Nick Wu. The shield was just enough. The heal coming in from MIA as well, and that was just an inhibitor, but that was a hectic one. There's going to be Blade of the Ruin King coming out onto Lee Sin. 19-17 is the score at 40 minutes onto this one. It's actually kind of a good gold lead coming in here. They are looking at 6,000. That's the biggest it's been at this point, but we'll see what they can do it as they push into this base. Coming on through the inhibitor, we're going to see if they can do the damage. They're not going to look to push without this minion wave in. They are kind of pushing it in here. This will be the next super wave for them, and we'll have to see.
Okay, so we even have a Zanya's Hourglass on that Malphite. I really like that pickup. He also got some penetration. Oh, look at this duel up top.
Wow, Zion Spartan taking some damage, and Salt and Battery goes down. It looks like he's actually going to dive into the fight. He finishes off his Q, and the team is going to look here to pressure. Brunchu getting taken out towards the top side. Shen'El could save him there, but they dive in way too hard. It's going to be a Baroned up Complexity trying to push their way through this fight. Nintendude is being forced back into the base. Bloodwater and Fat so tanky right now, but he is surrounded by a team of Complexity, and that is not what you want right now. It looks like he's going to be going down here. Complexity taking over full control of the base here, Kobe, and it doesn't look good for GGU.
Brunch, you died for the cause there. Good job. He was able to get the Banshee's Veil off before he went down, and even though Vi had already used her Assault and Battery, Chuper still had his Unstoppable Force, and they were able to kill the Twitch, cleaning up everyone, and that is going to be the next
Kobe crushing down the game. A week of firsts. A lot in week 3 of the LCS, and Complexity looks to pick up their first win for themselves as well here in week 3.
All right, everybody turning it around. There's going to be a lot of smiling faces. Also, a few of the teams that expected to crush these people with no wins